Hey everyone, hope you're doing well today. I wanted to touch on something in this video. There's just been in the back of my mind the whole time, and it's to do with the 1%. And that's the same 1% that will be joining, right? If everything goes as planned and Ripple does take over the world, we're gonna be that 1%. A lot of people in the 1% right now are gonna get richer, much richer. And so I wanted to talk about the general mentality that the 99% have when looking at the 1%, and it's very much on the side of the 1% being the enemy, the bad guys. And apparently it's a controversial thought on this, but they're not the bad guys. They just know how to make money. And so depending on where you want to be, if you want to be on the side that always is the victim, or the side that is always struggling to put bills together or never actually making it, then yeah, sure, look at them as the bad guy. But it could be that mentality that keeps us there. And so I think the main thing is, when you've got anyone who's getting into crypto, we talk about suppression and court cases and stuff, and this is all what you're bombarded with in the beginning. And it really makes you think, man, these are really bad individuals. And while yes, there are some bad eggs, I am 100% confident of that. One of those looks like an alien and works for the SEC. But I tell you what, these guys at the top of like Fidelity or Accenture or BlackRock, the guys at the top of those, they're not the enemy. They're just really, really smart, okay? They're a lot smarter than most people. That's how they've ascended to those titles, those rankings. When they're making moves, when they're manipulating the market, they're doing so to make more money. That's the sole desire of any company, any country, any institution. They want to make money. And if they're not doing something to make money, they're trying to do something to save money, right? So these are the people who, they've got the smartest brains in the world, working on products, working on narratives to drive that create the most amount of money for that country, save the most amount of money for that country, make the most amount of money for that institution, company, whatever. These are smart people. And so when people come to me now saying, I need to get into crypto, I've been seeing your videos and I want to get in, but I just feel like there's so much to learn. Where should I start? Well, let me tell you where to start. Start by learning how money works, right? Don't even worry about crypto for now. Go onto the Bank of England website, read the whole website, go through it all, learn what RTGS means, learn how payments are settled, learn about the ISO 20022 standard that's coming soon, and what that messaging standard even does, and why adding certain things to update it, like a whole blockchain tag onto it, like digital currencies, why that's important, right? Because what you're doing in doing that is actually learning how the Bank of England works. When I pay for a coffee at Starbucks, where does that money go? These are the questions you need to ask. How does it go from my card through Swift? Like, what is that? How does that happen? Most people probably don't even realize that when you pay, it doesn't just go straight to the receiver's bank. It goes through a whole process, and there's a whole world, there's a whole industry built on the behind the scenes things. And so think about it, if you'd learn all of those key bits of information about how money works and how the banking system works, how institutions work, how countries transfer money between each other, and then you see a blockchain solution to it, and you realize that there's only one or two that actually can solve the problem, what you've done in the end is actually educated yourself to the point where you can see with your own eyes and your own learning, your own research, where the opportunities are. None of that would have happened if you'd been the victim and said, oh, the 1% are evil, they're doing all this just to keep us poor. That's not the emphasis. That should not be where the emphasis is. The emphasis should be they're doing all of this to keep them rich and make them richer, right? That's their purpose. That's the sole purpose. If you don't want to get off your butt and learn how the system works and where the opportunities lie as a result of your learning, then you're never going to be part of the 1% because you're not putting in the effort to be part of the 1%. I'm part of an amazing community called HDAO. They're actually closed to the public, which is an exclusive club now. And I'm realizing that level of effort towards research and really protecting yourself from fear, uncertainty, and doubt stems itself in the idea of becoming a 1%er, and the mentality shift that requires is not easy. Otherwise everyone would do it, and then what would happen? And if everyone did do it, the 1% would still be smarter, they would still be doing extra. And so that's the whole concept of this. If you want to be in the 1%, you've got to think how the 1% think and do what the 1% do. If you continue to be a victim and you think that they're corrupt and they're the evil, they're the bad side, they're the dark side, you'll never be able to get there. So don't look at them like that. Look at them as the smartest people in the world, the ones who know what's coming, the ones who are going to make the most amount of money in what's coming, and try to do what they do. Read between the lines. If you see RTGS, don't think, oh, RTGS has existed for ages. Why does that now mean Ripple? Well, if you do your research and you look at the ISO 20022 messaging standard that's being updated in November, you'll know that there's a little line in there to say this is all relevant to blockchain payments or crypto payments. And so in the blockchain environment, thank you Tease Crypto Spot for that phrase, it's amazing. In the crypto environment, in the blockchain environment, XRP is the only one doing RTGS, real-time gross settlement. And that's a prime example of, if you've actually done your research, you know the difference between normal RTGS and blockchain environment RTGS. And that actually makes a massive difference. That is the difference between you being scared of some news that you see that says RTGS will not use blockchain. But if you'd actually done the research, you would have invested because you know what that means. It's just thinking like the top 1%. And even if you're not doing all the research yourself, you're lucky because you've got the likes of Tease Crypto Spot, Lift Capital, so many guys, Quincy, B Rush, Cryptocurrent. I mean, so many people that have been enlightened to it. And obviously I'm sharing my research as well, and also sharing things that I've seen contributed elsewhere as well. So it makes it a little bit easier for you to get kind of up to speed on all of this. But ultimately what you need to do is get into the research and learn what words mean. Learn how the 1% talk. Because when Bloomberg creates an article and they say that the US will not be using cryptocurrency to settle payments, understand what they're actually saying. They're saying the US won't, but the partners of the US will, because I've seen the partners of the US say they're working with Ripple as partners. So you can read between the lines when you know the truth. If you stay within the 99%, the truth will never come to you because you will never see between the lines because you're not thinking like the 1%. Anyway, that's my whole thought process on everything. Just wanted to get it out there. Maybe some of you would be helped by that. We've got lots of dates coming up in XRP and really crypto and the world, the economy of everything really seems to be converging in on mid-November. So there could very well be action there. Obviously we don't have a crystal ball and things play out how they're gonna play out. But certainly it's getting very exciting for November. If you're looking for places to buy XRP, I've got a list of them below. You can use any of those. Also, if you've got more that you want to add to that list, please put them in the comments to help other people out, because XRP will run out at some point. You won't be able to buy it anymore. So let's get as many places as we can that are US friendly and worldwide friendly in the comments. Some are in the description. You can click those as well. If you don't have a cold storage wallet, you need to get one. Move it off the exchanges immediately. If you buy XRP or any crypto on an exchange, move it straight to a cold wallet. I've got a couple of cold wallets linked below as well. It's an absolute must. Anyway, it's been fun talking. Stay emotionless out there because it's about to get real exciting. And I'll see you in the next one.